Hello yogis. Today you will need a fluffy pillow or maybe a couple, or if you have a bolster, for some restorative poses that we will do towards the end. The intention of this practice is to recognize your Vijnanamaya Kosha, which is your knowledge sheath that encompasses your spirit or your Atman. The physical body, energetic, and mental body are what surround this kosha. This kosha is also known as your higher intellect, wisdom, and intuition. Let's start with a seed of 3 ohms. Take a deep breath in. Start breathing more deeply and consciously. Throughout practice, we'll use the breath to help slow down our mind so that we can access these deeper parts of ourselves, such as our intuition or higher knowledge. Work on taking a 3-part breath, inhaling first into your lower belly, then allowing it to travel up into the chest, and lastly in the throat. Exhale first from the throat, then the chest falls, then the belly. Inhale, expand the belly. Allow the ribs to expand to the sides as you send breath into your chest, and lastly up into your throat. Exhale in the reverse direction. Inhale, belly, chest, throat. Exhale, throat, chest, belly. Pay attention to the cycle of this breath. See if you can smooth it out like a circle, beginning and ending in the same place with fluid transitions. Maintain this deep and mindful breath as you start to bring some movement into the body. Just move according to your instinct. What does your body need right now? You could do some neck rolls, warm up your shoulders, wiggle around from the hips, get on your hands and knees, take some cat-cow, or maybe do it staying seated, expanding in the chest, opening up in the back body, warming up wrists, ankles. Do whatever you need so that you can fully arrive in your body and move with intention. As you find authentic movement in your body, remember to inhale fully and exhale fully. Use the sound of your breath to keep you in the present moment. With each move, breathe deeper and gentler. Finish up with whatever organic shape you find yourself in and start to make your way into a downward facing dog. Be sure that your feet are hip-width distance apart and your fingers are spread wide. Relax the neck, maybe close the eyes. Use this moment to connect with your breath. Feel it flow throughout your entire body. And keep taking any movement that you would like. Listen to your inner voice to hear what it is calling you to do. Find some stillness if you haven't already. Breath in to fill up completely and exhale fully. Inhale, raise to the ball mounds of your feet. Slow exhale as you walk your feet to the top of the mat, meeting in a forward fold. Inhale, halfway rise, pull your shoulders to the back of the room. Exhale, fold into yourself. Inhale, sweep your arms up, mountain pose or Tadasana. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, lift from the chest to straighten your spine, and exhale, hinge at your hips to fold forward. Inhale, halfway rise, seek length in your spine, reach your head to the top of the room. Exhale, plant your hands and step your feet back for high plank or modified plank. Inhale to rock forward an inch. Exhale, lower onto your belly. Inhale, peel your chest from the mat for baby cobra or high cobra. Exhale, release into the mat. Inhale, take one more back bend. Broaden in your chest, lift your gaze. Exhale, release into the mat. Breath in, tuck your toes, move through high plank or modified plank. Breath out, press your hips into the back of the room for downward facing dog. Inhale, look between your hands. Exhale, journey to the top of your mat, being mindful of your subtle movements. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, sweep your arms at the top and take a back bend when you get there. And then when you're ready to exhale, fold forward. Breath in, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back, move through your flow. Take this to your own pace. In cobra or upward facing dog, press your palms against the mat to lift your head and neck away from your shoulders. Exhale everything back into downward facing dog. Breath in to look between your hands. Exhale, empty completely. Find a bend in your knees and get light in your step to hop to the top of the mat. Breath in to halfway rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Take a back bend at the top, and when you're ready to empty, forward fold. Take this sun salutation to the pace of your own breath. Each breath has its own posture. Each posture just as important as the last. Be mindful of these movements that you find yourself doing a lot. What different things can you notice about them? How can you move to best serve yourself in this moment? Finish your sun salutation in your own time, rising up to a mountain pose to complete the cycle, and then start one more on your own. Exhaling to forward fold, inhaling to halfway rise, and then move through the remainder of your vinyasa. tailoring each move to your specific spirit. Once you've found yourself in downward facing dog, hop towards the top of the mat to sit down on your bottom for cow face pose. Bend both of your legs and cross one of them over the other. This is going to look different in every body. The full expression of the pose is to stack your knees on top of each other, but if you need to place one of your feet flat against the mat to feel most comfortable, do what you need for your body. Once you've arrived in the pose, take some twists along your spine to help settle your hips into the pose. Next, create some circles with your arms, drawing them as big as you can, bringing them behind you and then forward. Help warm up your shoulders. Once you feel good, raise your right arm up and place your palm into the middle of your upper back. And then take your left hand to the side and reach it behind you to attempt to link your fingers together. If this doesn't happen, that's okay. You can grab part of your shirt and help encourage your hands closer together. Unwind your arms and legs and take this posture on the other side, this time stacking the opposite leg on top, trying to achieve the knees stacking. And then from here, raise your left arm up, place your hand in the middle of your upper back, and then reach your right arm around to attempt to connect the hands. Press down through your sit bones to lift up through the crown of the head for a straight spine. Encourage your chest towards the front of the room as you draw your shoulders to the back. Keep taking full, deep breaths. On your next exhale, unwind your arms and legs. Come into a tabletop position. Extend your left leg back and bring your right shin perpendicular to the long edge of the mat behind you to set up for gate pose. Raise your torso up and extend your arms to the ceiling. I invite you to take the booty mudra by placing the tip of your thumb and pinky fingers together. On a breath in, extend your right arm to reach over your left leg to feel a stretch in your right side body. On your next breath in, switch sides by planting your right hand to the mat and extending your left arm straight up, maybe taking this booty mudra once again. For more of a challenge, you can hover your left leg and then maybe hover your arms as well. This is not a dare, simply a suggestion. Discern from a place in your heart, rather than from your ego, which variation of the posture will best fit you. Bring yourself back into a tabletop position, and from here, extend your right leg behind you and bring your left shin perpendicular to the long edge of the mat behind you. Extend your arms towards the ceiling, taking your booty mudra once again as you reach your left arm over your body for a stretch in your left side body. Next breath in, extend your arms straight up and then ground your left palm to the mat. Press down through the left palm as you extend your right fingertips up towards the ceiling. Take whatever variation of this pose you did on the other side. The Booty Mudra utilizes meridian points that are found in the fingertips, which helps you connect deeper to your intuition. I'll be inviting you to take this mudra throughout different poses in the practice to help you create this stronger connection with yourself. Bring yourself back into a tabletop position, stacking all of your limbs. Tuck your toes. Inhale to hover your knees off of the mat. Finish the inhale in its entirety, and when you're ready to exhale, take downward facing dog. Inhale, raise your right leg up. Exhale, tap your right knee to your right elbow and stay here for one round of breath. Take a full inhale and exhale. And on your next inhale, re-extend your leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, cross it over right knee to left tricep. Stay for a round of breath. Hover it here. Inhale, extend your right leg. Exhale, knee towards your nose and step the foot between your hands. Warrior One feet. Press down through your feet to raise your arms up on the inhale. Whatever the mind is thinking about, give it a break. Just be present here with the breath. See if you can be aware of each consecutive breath without getting distracted. On your next exhale, straighten your right leg and fold over your leg for pyramid pose. Inhale to lift halfway to lengthen the spine, and exhale to fold deeper into your leg. Maintain a micro bend in your knee and stay with breath. Start to walk your hands towards the front of the mat to bring all of the weight into your right foot as you pick up your left foot for a standing half split. Encourage your left heel to reach towards the ceiling as you reach your head towards your knee. Feel your breath into your right thigh as you send your inhale deep into your belly. And exhale, return your left foot to meet your right. Breath in, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. Lower halfway into chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, send it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Hover here for one round of breath. Hold it there, you got it. Inhale, extend the leg up. Exhale, left knee to right tricep. Full inhale, full exhale. Inhale, raise it back up, extend it towards the ceiling. Exhale, cap your back, knee towards nose, step the foot through. Warrior One feet and rise with your inhale. So you know which poses are coming up next. See if you can take the mind out of it and just focus on the breath so that you can connect with your inner guide to guide you through the movements. Come into your pyramid pose. Inhale, take a halfway lift to find length in the spine. And then exhale, find your depth. How deep can you go with your breath? Start to walk your hands towards the top of the mat to bring the weight into your left foot as you raise your right leg up for half split. Hear the sound of your breath. Lower your right leg to the mat. Inhale your hands to your shins, extend your head towards the front of the room. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend in the knees, bring the arms to the horizon for chair pose. I invite you to take a Buddhi mudra, tip of the thumb and pinky fingers together. Surrender to the flow of your breath and use this as a tool to help clear out some of your mental chatter. In order to recognize the Vijnanamaya Kosha, it is essential to clear your Manomaya Kosha first, which is your thinking body that controls your mental strength, so that you're able to access these deeper, more pure parts of yourself. Take a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump your feet back, lower to chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg up for three-legged dog. Exhale, cross your right leg under your left and rest the right edge of your foot onto the ground for fallen triangle. Choose to keep the same downward facing dog position with your upper body, or reach your right fingertips towards the ceiling to open up in the chest. Take your Buddhi Mudra here if you would like. Ground your left arm back down to the mat, raise your right leg up for three-legged dog, and then bend in your right knee to encourage your heel towards your glute and the knee towards the ceiling to open up in the hip. Inhale, extend your leg, close your hips. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Inhale, rise up for warrior one. Exhale, bring your arms to a T. Inhale here. Exhale, eagle arms, sweep your right arm under your left and take your bind. Lift your elbows away from your chest and pull your shoulders towards the ground. Feel this openness in your backside body and see if you can send a breath in the space between your shoulder blades. Spin your back foot at a 90-degree angle as you open up your arms to the horizon for Virabhadrasana 2. Maintain a deep bend in your right knee and have a micro bend in your elbows. Pull your shoulders towards the ground. Extend your right leg and point your right toes to the long edge of the mat and your left toes to the back of the mat. Reverse your triangle. Exhale. Windmill your hands to frame your left foot at the back of the mat and extend your left leg long for three-legged dog. Exhale. Cross your left leg underneath your right for fallen triangle. Choose to keep your upper body in a downward facing dog position or extend your right arm to the ceiling, taking your Buddhi Mudra. Take a spacious breath in, expanding in all sides of the waist, and then ground your right hand down, extend your left leg up, bend in the knee to encourage your heel towards your glute as you reach your knee closer to the ceiling to open up in the hip. Next breath in, close the hips, re-extend the leg, and exhale, send your knee towards your head to come into warrior one, Virabhadrasana 1. Breath in to rise, exhale, bring your arms to a T. Inhale, take your eagle arms. Exhale, melt your shoulders towards the mat. Take stock of your body and your alignment. Slow down the thoughts with your breath. Resist the urge to look at the screen and instead use my audible cues to guide you, as well as your intuitive cues. Bring your body into warrior 2. Left toes pointing to the back of the room, right toes to the long edge of your mat. Find softness in your body and patience in your breath. Don't try to rush the breath, because it takes patience to open up and navigate your inner wisdom. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, frame your foot and step your left foot back, coming in to downward facing dog. Take some breaths here to recenter the mind with breath. Release what you need in the body. And on your next breath in, raise your right leg up for three-legged dog. Exhale, bend in your knee and choose to flip your dog, bringing your right foot down to the mat as you extend your right fingers to the ceiling. If this is too much for you, you can keep your left foot grounded to the mat as you open up in your right hip, just as we were before. Mindfully reground both hands and feet back down to the mat in downward facing dog. Inhale, raise your left leg up to open up in your hip, or to flip your dog and reach your left arm towards the ceiling to help spin your chest and your hips to face towards the ceiling. Reground your hands and feet to come into downward facing dog. Breath in, gaze towards your hands. Exhale, empty all of the air out and get light in your step to hop towards the back of your mat. Inhale, halfway rise, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, bend in your knees, tuck your tailbone down. Start to bring more weight into your left foot as you cross your right leg over the left. Set up for eagle pose. Inhale, extend your arms to the horizon, and exhale, sweep your right arm under your left to take your arm bind. Lift the elbows away from the chest, and bend deeper in your knees. Soften your gaze at a non-moving point in front of you to help you with your balance. Inhale, unwind everything, sweep your arms above your head. Exhale, chair pose, hands at heart center. Bring more weight into your right foot as you slowly pick up your left. Cross your left leg over your right. Inhale, extend your arms out to a T. Exhale, sweep your left arm under your right to find your bind. Soften the muscles in your face. Relax the tongue from the roof of your mouth. See if you can sit up a bit straighter and expand in your chest. Slow down your breath. Inhale, unwind everything, sweep your arms above your head. Exhale, cactus your arms, baby back bend. Inhale, lift up and out. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back, move through your flow. We'll meet in downward facing dog. On the inflow, lift your gaze, and on the outflow, travel to the back of your mat. Breath in to rise halfway. Breath out to release into yourself. Inhale, reach your arms above your head to Tadasana. Exhale, collect your hands at your heart center. Step your right foot back and point your right toes to the top edge of your mat and your left toes to the long edge of your mat for Warrior 2. Bring a bend into your right knee and reach your arms out to the horizon. We're going to take half moon pose next. Start to heel toe your left foot in to shorten your stance, and then reach your right fingertips forward so that you can bring more weight into your right foot. If it feels okay, pick up your left foot off of the mat to come into balance. Bring your gaze on a point on the floor in front of you to focus your attention there. Keep reaching your left fingertips towards the top of the room, towards the ceiling. From here, ground both hands to the mat in front of you and take a half split. Close your hips, reach your left heel towards the ceiling. Reground your left foot to meet your right. Inhale, rise halfway to lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, circle your arms up above your head. Exhale, your hands to heart center. Step your right foot back, coming into warrior two. Focus your gaze on a non-moving point in front of you as you start to come into balance, heel toeing the right foot in, and then maybe lifting off and bringing your left hand down to the ground, or maybe a block if you have one, or choosing to hover it. See if you can rotate at your spine to shine your chest more towards the ceiling. Keep reaching up with your right fingertips and reaching out through your right heel, pressing it into the back of the room. Reground both hands to the mat. Lift your right leg higher for a half split. Continue to breathe deeply and smoothly. Ground your right foot to the mat to fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back to come into child's pose. Allow your body and mind to feel grounded in this pose. Allow breath to flow throughout your entire body. Feel the connection of the center of your forehead against the mat. Choose to nod your head left and right to give your third eye a bit of a massage, helping to stimulate and wake up your inner teacher, to activate your higher intelligence and your inner guidance. Place faith and belief in your inner teacher, and that it knows what is best for you and your destiny. Hold on to your mindful breath as you transition out of child's pose and onto your bottom. Grab your pillow to take restorative fish pose. I'll show you an option first without the pillow if you choose. Lie down on your back and place your hands underneath your bottom with your palms facing the mat. Lift yourself up onto your forearms and then let your head fall back so that the crown of the head is against the mat. Your legs can be stretched out long, or you can have your knees bent or the bottoms of your feet touching with your knees out wide. Or if you choose, you can grab your pillow And place it along your spine so that your head can fall back along the edge of the pillow. So we want to achieve opening in our chest, in our throat. So allow your arms to lay along the sides and start to slow down your breath as we have entered into the restorative part of the practice. Rejoice in this openness of your heart and all of the compassion that it is inviting into your being. There's this mantra, Om Mani Padme Hum, which means that we all have wisdom and compassion inherently within us. We just get distracted sometimes with all that life has to offer us, that we become unaware of this. But our yoga practice helps us to connect with and fit into this bigger picture. Roll over onto one of your sides to remove your pillow off of your mat, and then roll back onto your back to take happy baby pose. Point the bottoms of your feet towards the ceiling and grab either your calves or the insides of your feet. To make this pose active, with your hands, pull down your knees into your armpits at the same time that you're pressing the bottoms of your feet into the ceiling. Tuck your tailbone down to avoid grinding your spine against the mat so that it can lay flat. And then pull your shoulders and the back of your head into the mat to allow them to relax. Release your grip and roll yourself onto your bottom to sit up, to take a wide-legged forward fold. Press your sit bones into the mat to sit up nice and straight. From here, rock side to side to help loosen up and settle into the hips. We're going to take a twist first. Place your right hand to your left thigh and your left hand behind you. Inhale to look forward and exhale to unwind. This time placing your left hand to your right thigh and your right hand right next to your hips behind you so that you can still sit up tall. Keep doing this with breath, inhaling to create space between the vertebrae and exhaling to twist deeper and deeper. Inhale, look forward, and exhale, unwind. Grab your pillow for a restorative wide-legged forward fold. First, take a breath in to create a long spine, and then exhale, slowly walk your hands away from you and find a comfortable position so that you can lay on top of your pillow and release into the pose. You want to try to maintain external rotation of the legs by keeping the toes pointed towards the ceiling. However, this is more of a passive pose and we will be here for a little bit. So if you find that your toes are falling towards the ground, that's okay. Just do whatever you need to allow the body to release and to go deep. The conscious mind is what connects the outer world to our brains. And our subconscious mind stores all of our experiences. Try to move past what you know about this pose and what your ego wants to get out of it. Surrender to your higher intellect to take you deeper into the pose. Your unconscious mind, which is known as your real self or your Atman in Sanskrit, is what is beneath all of these koshas. And by unfogging these koshas, your Atman or your real self can be more present in your life to help guide you more from a place that will fulfill your destiny. Slowly start to wiggle your toes and ankles, raise your chest up, and guide your legs together, bending and straightening the legs to help liven them back up, and then gently make your way onto your back for Supta Baddha Konasana. Make the bottoms of the feet touch and allow your knees to fall out to each side. Place one hand onto your heart and the other onto your belly. To end our practice, we're going to do some breath work. This breath work may be more intense than something you've ever experienced. It's normal to feel changes in your body temperature or a tingling sensation in your limbs, and this is because we are increasing the level of oxygen in your blood through taking faster and deeper breaths. So we're going to utilize the same 3-part breath that we did in the beginning of the practice, which is first sending breath into your low belly and then allowing it to travel up into your chest and then into your throat. And we're going to take a passive open mouth exhale. So just let the air naturally spill out of the mouth rather than actively forcing it out. This breath work helps introduce you to access some deeper parts of your consciousness. What we're going to do is take 30 deep, quick breaths in with our passive exhale, and then after 30 breaths, on your last exhale, we're going to hold the breath for as long as we can. And then when you need more air, inhale and hold the breath in for 10 counts to help rebalance the oxygen levels in the body. So start by lengthening all of your limbs out. Allow your body to settle into the mat. And then we'll start our breath work now. We're going to start by taking 2 breaths in, first into the belly, then the rest to fill up the chest and throat. Passive exhale out. Breath in, belly, chest. Exhale. Inhale, belly, chest. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep breathing like this. Try to speed up the breath. Still taking full breaths, but just faster than normal. Keep going. Breath in, breath out. Breath in, breath out. In, out. In, out. Fill up completely. Exhale, squeeze out all the air and hold the breath at the bottom. Pay attention to your heartbeat. Relax the body. Keep holding the breath. Work on slowing down the mind. You're okay and you're safe. You're at a 30-second hold. Keep going. Take a breath in whenever you need and hold the breath for 10 seconds. You're at 45 seconds. One minute. Take a deep breath in, hold it at the top for a count of 10. Exhale it all out. We'll start another round of that. Deep breath in, exhale out. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, belly, then chest. Exhale. Inhale, feel that flow. Exhale. Keep breathing. So if you can breathe a bit faster and deeper. The more oxygen that you can get into the blood right now, the deeper you'll be able to go. Keep breathing. In, out. In, out. In, out. Full breath in. Exhale, squeeze everything out. Hold your breath at the bottom. Relax in the body. Focus on the present moment. You're at a 30-second hold. When you need to take a breath in, hold your breath at the top for 10 seconds. One minute hold. You may be surprised by how long you can hold your breath. Minute 15. Minute 30. If you haven't yet, take a deep breath in, fill up completely, hold for 10. Exhale, let it all go. Take a deep breath in, we'll go for one more round. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, belly, chest, throat. exhale. Keep breathing. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Keep going, you're so strong. Full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, empty everything and hold. Notice the beating of your heart. Relax in the body. 45 seconds. Take a breath in when you need and hold the inhale for 10 seconds. You're at 1 minute and 30 seconds. Take your fullest breath in. Hold for 10. Exhale to release everything. Stay here for a moment to take some normal breaths and rejoice in the present moment. Namaste.